I just wanted to make this video to thank and give a huge shout out to the real heroes in the midst of this crisis. Without them, I can't even begin to imagine how badly this situation would have gone out of hand. The plethora of insightful LA comedy podcasts continuing to produce hilarious content in these dire times is almost single-handedly preventing people from not abiding by social distancing safety recommendations. And they continue to provide us with their consistently hysterical and innovative casts despite having to struggle with not being able to go and perform at shows. They're losing thousands of dollars every week as this goes on. You could say that they have been the minority that has been impacted the most by COVID-19. Nevertheless, they persist. That is why it's completely reasonable that so many are skeptical of the proclaimed potential consequences of the virus, why they're having Dr. Drew on their shows to spew on his bullshit and confirm their biases.
This corona thing doesn't worry me at all.
It is a press-induced panic. I am angry about it. It is the flu.
If you're under 65 and you get it, you're going to have the flu, and you're going to be fine.
The 2020 panic is to hoard toilet paper,
Right. And hoard toilet paper and
antibacterial gel.
Right. In response to the flu, right?
It's just a flu, and it's a different flu. And if you notice, it's Corona 19, which means there's at least been 18 of these other ones.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, guys, I have to confess to you, I can't go more than a few days without hearing one of Uncle Joey's stories.
And also, you're also dealing with the highest level of the game. It's like, the Comedy Store is essentially like it's like Harvard Research Lab of stand-up comedy.
That's how much they mean to me. Because, you know what, guys? The world has changed. Evolved. I mean, Donald Trump is president. Nobody could have possibly predicted that a phenomenon like that would occur in America. Seriously. I think that many well-read people would agree with me in saying that comedians are the modern philosophers of our time. It's not like there's been any transformative developments in the field for more than 30 years. Comedians instead are always improving and developing. As Rogan says, great comedians are never comfortable with a bit and never consider it complete. They continue to tweak their act and improve it as the world keeps on spinning. With that being said, the consistent murderer's row in the lineup of the Comedy Store, day in and day out, is the elite tier of the art. Once again, Master Rogan said it best. It is in the Ivy League of comedy.
Harvard Research Labs of stand-up comedy.
Because at the end of the day, we're merely civilians. If you're one of the people saying these comedy PhDs are not elite at what they do, then you are either a halfwit who doesn't know what funny is, or you're a jealous hater living in his mom's basement playing League of Legends with a keyboard full of Cheeto dust.
But I don't know. Like if somebody will say something like,
"Who the fuck thinks Crystal Lee is funny?"
and I'm like, I literally like jump to, okay, but you don't know
just math. Yeah.
what's funny.
Yeah.
And also so many people.
Yeah.
And and you just have a bad sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what philosophers call a true dichotomy. There is no in-between, either or. And you know it's these uber-talented and irreplaceable comics who truly understand what funny is, not us, the listeners. Either way, both these groups of people are irredeemable plebs who can only dream of having the quick wit and impeccable comedic timing and delivery of Brendan Schaub.
Then finally, after 10 minutes, this dude comes out of the bathroom, he's all, "What's up, man? I'm Jamal." He was Asian as shit. Dicey.
The haters who spend their time even just creating a troll account on those forums for incel virgins are utterly insignificant. It does not matter to successful people. They cannot even fathom how much work it takes to pull off a good set, a podcast, a merchandise, and countless other things. Successful minds don't associate with those people. They just don't matter to them.
Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
A homeless, dirty, degenerate, drug addict leech who is a net negative on society, unlike the LA comic crowd who are the main source of happiness and laughter today. I'd even go further than just call them insignificant like Brendan, who's being the sophisticated gentleman he is. The haters are perhaps the lowest scum of the earth people out there. I'd put them in the same category as pedophiles. I wouldn't even be surprised at all if somebody like Jared's from Subway was one of those pathetic internet dwellers wasting away. Fuck! These losers are pissing me off. They don't matter at all to me, and I never read their comments or think about them. I'm still pissed somehow. Anyways, I'd just like for all of us to come together and thank these brave comics for sacrificing so much and for supplying us with their comedy gold in a time when, who knows where we would be without it. Let's go back to appreciating this majestic art. It's irreplaceable. Because where would we be without this marvelous technology? Without Joe's daily pods, I would feel like I had an unproductive day. Because Joe doesn't shy away from anything. Every new cast is a new source for enlightenment. If JRE isn't essential, then I don't know what is. I personally prefer him to get tested every hour for him to deliver on the art of verbal jiu-jitsu instead of the countless healthcare workers who spend half of their time complaining on TikTok about how they're not appreciated. Boo-hoo. We don't even need these frauds. I advise everyone to jump into their saunas for half an hour a day. It's as simple as that. Let's beat this virus.